Thomas Tuchel's approach as England manager, as outlined in the article, marks a significant tactical shift from the possession-based, high-pressing football commonly associated with modern elite international teams. Here's a breakdown of the key points and what it means Thomas Tuchel set to copy bold Arsenal strategy to end England's World Cup heartache. Thomas Tuchel was appointed as the man to finally end England's long wait for silverware. But the German could dramatically change the Three Lions' approach to the World Cup. Thomas Tuchel says he is ready to go Route 1 to turn England into World Cup winners. Tuchel is planning to channel his inner Tony Pulis by using long throws and long balls, rather than playing out from the back ahead of next summer. And there will also be a touch of Mikel Arteta, as he will look to utilise set pieces as England's big weapon against their opponents in the United States. It is a real throwback to old-style English football, as England's German manager says old-fashioned tactics are returning to the game. Tuchel liked the fact England scored nothing goals against Andorra from crosses and says he plans to work on throw-ins, free kicks and keeper Jordan Pickford making long clearances. The Three Lions boss said, "Yes, I tell you, the long throw-in is back as well. Once we arrive at the World Cup, all these things matter. So, we will also talk about long throw-ins. We will talk about long kicks from the goalkeeper and not only playing short. But we have not a lot of time. We cannot put everything into 4 days of training. But these things will matter. And let's see, I need to reflect now with my assistant coaches. And all these patterns are back, and crosses are back as well. Tuchel says his old school tactics will be crucial because of the heat and temperatures in the United States, as he has already warned that no team will be able to play a high-intensity pressing game next summer. Former Stoke boss Pulis made his reputation based on long throws into the box. Arsenal fans even chant set piece again, Ola, Ola, as Arteta has become so successful at utilising set pieces. Tuchel says it is part of a growing trend in football, which he plans to work on across the next 3 training camps ahead of the United States. Newcastle's 6'7" defender Dan Burn has become a firm favourite under Tuchel. England fans already saw evidence of England's Back to the Future Route 1 style as they scored both goals against Andorra from crosses. Reece James supplied the cross for Declan Rice's second-half header, and Noni Madueke celebrated his assist as if he had scored despite Andorra defender Christian Garcia heading into his own net. Tuchel added, "The last one was more classic than the first one. The last one was from the sideline, with the right foot to the far post, and our number 10 arrived, Declan, just before he got substituted. So well done." Arsenal fans left fuming over Max Dowman incident during England. U19 game Max Dowman dazzled for England's under-19s during a 3-3 draw with Spain, who struggled to deal with the talented 15-year-old as he was fouled a number of times and also won a penalty. Arsenal fans have been left seething after their young academy star, Max Dowman, was fouled a total of 10 times in one half while on duty with the England under-19s against Spain. The 15-year-old wonder kid became the youngest player to start a game for the U19s, having previously made the youngest appearance off the bench in a 2-0 win over Ukraine on Wednesday. And during the clash with Spain, which finished in a 3-3 draw, Dowman's prodigious talent was evident as he was targeted by opposition players, especially in the opening 45 minutes. He went on to play a total of 69 minutes before manager Will Antwi withdrew him for Liverpool starlet Rio Ngumoha. During the game, Dowman was sent tumbling on a number of occasions by Spain stars who earned the wrath of Arsenal supporters online. The talented teenager was fouled 10 times in the first half alone, and also won a penalty in the second half after being tripped inside the area. Blockbuster Arsenal transfer. There was real concern from Arsenal fans over the sheer amount of times Dowman was targeted by Spain, especially from left-back Da Vinci, as some called for more protection from referees. One said, "I pray his career is not ended before it started with the way he is being kicked and the referee not dealing with those situations. He's got to be protected." Another wrote, "That left-back probably should have been sent off in the first half. Dude just had his worst nightmare on display. Hopefully this kid won't have bad injuries, considering how much he gets tackled in every game." A third added the Spanish lad who repeatedly fouled him was subbed and sat on his own with his head down for ages. The officiating was beyond awful, weak and pathetic, no protection whatsoever. Refs need to protect these kinds of players more. Read another tweet. Poor old Jack Wilshere had this same treatment, and look how it ended for him. Daumann has been named in Arsenal's Champions League squad this season after becoming the second youngest player of all time in the Premier League, with a sub-appearance against Leeds last month. Manager Mikel Arteta said he had to be careful over the player's development, saying he's going to be in and around the team. We're going to have to manage his development very well, his next steps, and now we are fully connected with everybody in order to achieve that. Thomas Tuchel's laughable programme notes comment fools no one as England fans send message England 2-0, Andorra. Thomas Tuchel's England limped to another forgettable win against Andorra as World Cup qualification resumed with a whimper at Villa Park. Villa Park crowd probably wished they had gone to see Coldplay at Wembley instead. This was not a great advert for international football, and even one of Chris Martin's songs might have got the pulses racing faster. Ultimately, England got the job done against an Andorra team which is ranked 174th in the world, but it felt more like a training session than a World Cup qualifier. It was only moved to the Midlands because Coldplay had already booked a string of sellout nights at Wembley, and this felt like such a familiar England storyline. They were sluggish, lacked intensity, and completely uninspiring. Thomas Tuchel could really do with some momentum, but England struggled